Hi everybody, welcome. We're going to have a bit of fun here. The PulseChain is live. Now you guys know I've been waiting for this for a long time. Has been delayed for, what is it, a month, 5 weeks, something like that. But software is difficult, takes time. And of course they had a few syncing bugs and stuff like that to resolve. Looks like they've done that and the PulseChain testnet is up and running. Let me just quickly check the audio, make sure that's up and running too. We're going to refresh this and welcome everybody. So I'll just wait for that to get up and running. Hope you guys had a good time and enjoy accumulating your tokens for sure. Seems pretty good. So get into the chat, say hello, and let's go for it, folks. Let's go for it. Huge news. Alex K's in the house, our head moderator. It's live. It's live. It's alive. It so is alive. It's pretty cool. I'm super excited for sure. So we're going to have a quick look at some of the key stuff that's going on. Obviously, we're on the PulseChain.com website. Interesting, no update was put on this website, which is the official website. That's PulseChain.com. It's in the link video description below. Obviously, it's got all the same stuff, all the same information that we used during the sacrifice phase. Now, obviously, the sacrifice phase is still on, but it's the price is ramping up at 1.05 per day, so that's getting up there for sure. So here we are, the PulseChain. We're on a PulseChain Twitter. Now you can go to PulseChain Twitter. You can find the official one, of course, with the links on the actual PulseChain site there. So you got Twitter and you got Telegram there. So you can get on there. And so we're going to go to Twitter. You can see this is updated 18 minutes ago, folks. So this is hot off the press. And the PulseChain testnet is alive. New repo and instructions at a GitHub. GitLab.com/PulseChain.com. So that links, all the links are in the video description, so you don't have to go around and find them. Faucet for test coins and front end for staking Pulse and delegating stakes aren't released yet. Okay, so the faucet for testnet coins, okay, and the front end for staking Pulse and to delegate stake aren't released yet. Your existing ETH balances become a T. PLS, so that's T, that's the token, PLS, and this testnet, so that's the token there. I've already added the testnet wallet, so I've added this already to my test wallet. I don't never use one of your main wallets that you use for productive stuff. Just use some test wallet that you can experiment with. So testnets are for testing and bug finding. So really, you don't have to really worry about it unless you're really keen to get into using it yourself for a while for the testnet, just for a bit of fun. Testnets are for testing and bug finding. So unless you're someone that's really good at finding this sort of stuff, it's not really something for you. So pretty much that's it. Alex Case says that it's alive, absolutely. And Alex Case says, look at the pulsating every 3 seconds, absolutely. And pulse scan, yeah, that's right. So that's in the link. TFM says, wow, testnet is live, absolutely is. So this is the official one from PulseChain.com on Twitter. All right, so you can see that's there. It's got 29,700 followers on there. PulseChain.com is the official site, so pretty cool. And of course, this is the official tweet here. So you can actually click on there. I'm not sure whether that's going to show up stuff because I don't think I'm signed in here, but you got people getting in the, yeah, buddy, we're live, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, is there a buck bounty program? I got $5 on it, says Joe Regan's yo. So just be careful about scammers, of course. They'll love this sort of stuff. Official, yeah. So lots of stuff there, Richard Hart, the God, and etc. So lots of super happy people. Look how many comments are in there. Super awesome. So pretty nice. All right, so let's get back into the GitHub. We're going to go to GitHub. So here we are, folks, on GitHub. This is where it's sitting in the depository. So we've got Go Pulse, official implementation of the Pulse chain node, a fork of Go Ethereum. And you can see that the group ID is 1148880, and we're on GitLab. So it's gitlab.com/PulseChain.com. And you can find the links in the video description if you want to get there, as well as Alex has posted one of them in the chat there. We also got the PLS faucet. Apparently that's not up and running, but it is in there at the moment based on Twitter. So then the PulseChain testnet itself. So if you want to get involved, this is the one you want to hit, right? So we're going to go Pulse and just have a quick look at that. This update 23 minutes ago, so updates continuing happening to the place. You can see all the code in there. GitHub, accounts, build, command, common, consensus, console, all the key features, core, crypto, docs, order, ETH client, ETHDB, ETH stats, so many stuff going all the way through. Look at all that sort of stuff. Miners, metrics, mobile nodes, peer-to-peer, all that sort of stuff, RPC. signer swarm test. So lots of great stuff in there, and heaps of other things. So if you're a one versed in blockchain stuff, you'll be able to follow all of that. I do have a read description below as well. So read repo holds PulseChain fork, Go Ethereum, and Binance Smart Chain. And it's got some credits there. Credit to the wealth of upstream development this project is upon. Obviously, it is a fork or copy of Ethereum there. So it's just copy in this stage. PulseChain is a stateful fork of Ethereum running proof of stake authority consensus system with the stated goals of increasing performance and significantly reducing fees for the user of the ecosystem. As a stateful fork, copies of all Ethereum contracts, tokens, and user accounts at time of fork will exist on the PulseChain network. Yeah, boy, represent. So that's pretty exciting stuff. We've got a few other comments in there. We've got Nicholas says, exchange will support Snapshot to our wallets or no. So some centralized exchanges have to add the tokens to their portfolio. So that's pretty much the count. But there are going to be, I think it's going to be a dedicated index site for the PulseChain coins. I think nomics.com is already going to be adding them. And so, yeah, there'll be a copy of the dexes on PulseChain as well. So like a Uniswap copy, something like that. TFM, can anyone use this? Well, anyone can use it, but you've got to do the downloads. But we'll quickly go through a lot of that stuff. Alex K says, I already did a test transaction of 0.0021 pulse per transaction, basically free. Nice one there, Alex. So there we are, folks. Nicholas says, guys, what's happened with Axion is it's much better than 2020. It's going to PulseChain due to fees automatic. Yeah, it's going. The gas fees on Ethereum are really driving all the big staking tokens. Obviously, Hex, Wise, and Axion are all moving to multi-chain or other chains. Alex K says, yes, anyone can configure their MetaMask and try it. Absolutely. So I've configured mine, haven't done the rest of the backlog stuff, but we'll quickly check that out in a second. TFM says, cheers, Alex. Alex K says, if you had ETH in your wallet, you will have some T-Pulse in your wallet on Testnet. Absolutely. And Alex K says, Nicholas, Axion is going to Matic. It will be a fun journey as well. Yeah, absolutely. And Sweet TFM says, sweet, you'll be the equivalent of TPLS for whatever ETH you have. Yep, and exciting stuff, says SKB. Thanks, man. Hey, SKB, you're most welcome. Great to see an Axion token member on the chat there. So nice one. All right, so this is all the stuff here. Pretty good details. Now you can go through a lot of the stuff here. You can see it's all got the key features on there as well if you want to run through that. I won't go through it all. There's lots of cool stuff on the full node on PulseChain Testnet. So it's well worth, if you want to really get yourself really versed in stuff, go through all that read stuff that's at the bottom there. So pretty cool. That's the main one. And then we're going to go through we'll have a quick look at the faucet. That's where you can get stuff to like tokens, ETH tokens to add. So that's some of the files there. The faucet is a web application with the goal of distributing small amounts of Ether private test nets. So that's stuff running on Docker. It's got stuff in there, development. That's sort of cool. Let's go back to the third one. So the third one is actually the PulseChain testnet. And this sort of shows you how to get onto it. So it's got all the core files in here. And then it's got the PulseChain testnet. PulseChain is up and running. The document will guide you through connecting MetaMask to your network and bootstrapping a PulseChain node of your own. It looks like Alex has already done that, so it looks like he's a step ahead of me. So click the network drop down on your MetaMask and select custom network, and then you can add in these details for the PulseChain network for a network, new RPC URL. So it's rpc.testnet.pulsechain.com. Chain ID is 940. Currency symbol is TPLS, and blockchain URL is a scan.pulsechain.com. And so that's the setup that you do on your MetaMask. Just click custom PC, put those details in, and then save. Cool, you'll be there. You just switch to that PulseChain network from your Ethereum network. Once again, best to use a test wallet rather than your own, like a productive wallet or wallet you're using. And then congratulations, you now tested the PulseChain testnet. Existing Ethereum accounts that had balances, as is what Alex is saying, as of block 13,224,745, September 14th at 3:48 UTC time in the PM, will have equivalent on balance of the PulseChain testnet. So it's pretty nice. I can get up and running straight away. PulseChain testnet includes all the Ethereum main state. You should run your own testnet node if needed for development purposes, if you're going to go that far. And so hardware, you will need to at least 750 gigabytes of free storage if you're going to do that, of course, or at least 4 cores. And there's a software you can use, a Docker. Prepare the blockchain directories, initiate Genesis, and start the Pulse node. So that's pretty much it on that one. So it's a bit of a run. Nicholas says, why Richard did not talk about testnet yet. Yeah, it was interesting. I checked Richard's Twitter, and I couldn't see any update there from him. He did an update, was it a day ago or 2 days ago? Was a day ago about teasing the testnet, about the testnet, but hasn't done something recently. Maybe busy. He is traveling and stuff, so maybe time is an issue as well. Alex Case says he is traveling in Europe at this moment, but he retweeted and posted his Telegram news channel. Okay, nice one there, Alex. Yeah, I'm currently locked out of Telegram, so I don't get to see those at the moment. All right, so very cool. So that's up and running. Let's go look at the chain. This is scan.pulsechain.com. So this is in the link in the video description as well. Scan.pulsechain.com. Man, it's exciting as stuff. So you can see 3-second block times. Total transactions 22,932. It says total blocks 13 million. Wallets 5,670,000. So it's got details in there. But you see all the blocks coming through at the moment. Just kicking through. Look at those. A few seconds, cheap as chips. And here's one here, successful transaction as well. Let's go check on one of these transactions. This just happened 27 seconds ago. As you can see, this is back to what Alex was saying. Transaction fee 0.0000021, so it's 4 zeros 21 of Ether there. Nice. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, we like it. Obviously testnet, but that's cool to see it in action. Value, of course, is got an Ether there. It's from this wallet to that wallet, so you can, if you've got ETH in your wallet and you just set up the wallet, you should be able to do a transfer yourself and play around with that. So pretty awesome stuff doing that. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So someone just transferring this address to that address a minute ago, and it was successful. It was confirmed by 22 blocks, and as the block number, got the transaction hash. Confirmed within 5.3 seconds. It's going to be super fast and super cheap, right? That's going to be huge, and of course it's Ethereum code, so it's going to be a system state as well. First one ever. It's going to be pretty amazing, and all the DeFi that's struggling, on Ethereum you're going to see quite a big swing. I think it's going to be quite shock and awe. We've already seen big projects already say they're going to go on there, like Trust Swap and other other projects. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Not only that, but if projects aren't copied on, then new projects can actually go on, right? Can set up their own contracts onto the Pulse chain and go up and running there as well. So there's going to be a lot of excitement from that side of as well. People are going to do a lot of probably airdrops on that place, even with Pulse and even obviously flagship token Hex in there. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how that goes too. Look at a similar gas limit as well. So that was pretty neat. So very cool. SKB says, can we see if coins like Axion have made it onto PulseChain testnet? Well, PulseChain's actually going off there, so it looks like it'll be in October. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out or not, because obviously PulseChain is going onto a Matic. So Alex might have a view on that, but I don't know whether that question was asked at the town hall today, Axion town hall, on the Matic migration, Axion Matic migration. But that's an interesting question. Excuse me. So there's a couple of transactions. Just keep going. There's another one that's 5 seconds ago. Let's have a quick look at this one. It's pretty cool. Once again, all these links are in the video description. You can pull them up yourself as well. So go for gold. There we are. And you can also just add. You can add the MetaMask, as we said here. You can add this details in your MetaMask. Once again, I just suggest always using a was it sort of a sandpit ETH address, not your real addresses, and you can always log on and you can flip it over. Once again, though, if you do use a real one that's got some ETH in it, it will show the ETH up as TPLS, so you can use it that way. So it's up to you though, but it's just my suggestion for sure. Tessel says, what can I do with my TPLS? Well, I guess you can transfer it to another account. You can do that. Alex K says, for now, just send it between accounts until Hex staking testing is ready. Yeah, so that's just the other thing, is that those testings aren't up yet. So if we go back into the tweet at the top, It says faucet for testing coins and front end for staking Pulse. The front end for staking Pulse and delegate stake aren't released yet, so that stage hasn't happened, as Alex has pointed out. Your existing ETH balances become TPLS in this testnet though, so you can just do transfers at the moment. But for those that are wanting to do more hardcore stuff like set up nodes, you can get the old Docker up. You need 750 gigabytes of space, so you might need to use it. Maybe if you haven't got that much, you could use an additional hard drive connected on. At least 4 cores and 8 GB of RAM, which I guess most computers have got these days. So that's the software. The Docker, you can use a Docker as well. You can just click on that, you pull up the Docker, and if you don't already have it, typically Macs already have that loaded in, so I'm not sure about PCs though. As well, you got to prepare a Docker direct file, initiate the Genesis and stuff, and to run a node. So start the Pulse node there, so you run your own node. And after Genesis is initialized, you can start a node and connect to the network. So that's really for people that are trying to, do a few other things. So it's beyond me. I'm not a blockchain specialist at all. So that's the way it goes. Just another crypto on the crypto blockchain like everyone else. So, but pretty nice little setup here. Very cool. It's exciting as well. And yeah, that was a big news. But I was surprised there's nothing on here. But at least as Alex says that Richard's put something on the old Telegram so far, at least. I'm sure he'll get onto Twitter at some stage. Maybe he's done it already. But yeah, very cool. The testnet was, here's another notice, is 10 minutes ago, so this is brand new. The testnet was forked from block. We were talking about that on mainnet. This testnet will probably get reset in a week or two to test the airdrop code. Woohoo! Yes, yeah, we like that. Nice. This testnet will probably get reset in a week or two to test the airdrop code. So obviously there's a few stages to go in the testnet with the staking. And obviously with the airdrops, so it's at least a couple of weeks ahead. A lot of people are talking about a December launch now. That's been what my feeling for a little while. I think I've said that a couple of times possibly. So it would be quite interesting. Remember, 2nd of December was when Hex launched 2 years ago. So it's going to be coming up for 2 years anniversary. So that'd be an interesting day to launch PulseChain, right? That'd be pretty romantic. Pretty romantic to launch PulseChain on that day. That'd be pretty cool. Very nice. All right, so that's the news, folks, on the old PulseChain. Once again, you can easily add the details, these details here into your MetaMask, and if you've got ETH, you can just swap between the chains at the top of your MetaMask, just like you do if you're going to move to Binance Smart Chain or Matic or something like that. You just have to have these network details so you can swap over to the next chain. Use the same ETH address wallet into it, and you can swap between two accounts, between your own accounts. If you've got 2 different ETH accounts, you can do that as well. So very cool. I hope you guys are all excited. We've definitely waited a long time for this, and it's great to see it in play. Now, I don't know what the Axiom price, the Hex price has done. I don't have the actual Hex price on this one. Let me just pull the Hex price up, and I'll post that in as well. Let's have a quick look. It may take a little while for the Hex to make a move on that. Let's have a quick look. That might take a little while for the Hex to make a move. There was a big sell earlier today, about $900,000 or $850,000 or something on the Hex. So that did take a while for the market to absorb. Still hasn't fully absorbed it yet. Still at 39.69. The PulseChain news hasn't yet moved, but it takes a little while for that to get around. Maybe a couple hours at least. I see there's a couple of spikes here, but this just looks like bot trades. But definitely looking, it's quite green. There's a big sell there. See, there's a 600 and 600 there, 90 ETH. So I'm on the wrong one here. I'm on the ETH chain. Let me just pull up the old USDC one. USDC, a layer 2 or version 2, I should say. Let me pull that up. Yeah, you may have noticed that as a side note that Axiom, which is the flagship token on this channel, is had quite a big pump because Axiom has announced that it's moving to Matic. So the big 3 staking tokens. Obviously, Hex is forking Ethereum, big deal. It's a huge deal. It's the whole system state copy, all that sort of stuff. Axiom has decided to move to Matic, but also take their version 3 technology, which doesn't use S-loads functions. So it's going to be super duper cheap. In fact, they're going to 0 fees using Matic airdrops as well. So it's pretty awesome stuff, and Polygon's obviously pretty excited about that. The other thing, of course, is that Wise token has going multi-chain. So you see different strategies happening to deal with the ETH fees, because the London Fort really didn't deliver, and the ETH 2.0, we just don't know when it's going to be, and even when it arrives, will it be that effective to lower the gas prices and gas fees? So that's just the way it is at the moment. I can see that the GUI on Ethereum is at 68. You can see, so these are the big three staking tokens, and you've got a lot of other DeFi that have struggled on the ETH chain. You're going to see a lot of, I guess, migrations and a lot of other strategies to deal with those gas fees. So pretty exciting times, I think, for all three projects in particular. So it's going to be lots of fun to watch. I'm involved in all three, of course. So it's really exciting to see how they all play out for sure. Let me get back into, I think I've lost my old studio there. Let me, have I lost my, I think I just about lost it, but anyway, let's go back in here. Almost lost my studio. All right, so Alex K says there was a big drop earlier today, but the prices should have bounced. Yeah, so I think they pretty much, I think this is the one here, this is the US dollar one. I think I've updated this correctly. So you can see the price going in here. We had a big one. I'm just trying to, it was a little while ago. There have been a few other like $90,000 ones, but it's really the ones that are like 750K or $1 million, somewhere around there, that really have to be absorbed as well. And sometimes people just sell them on one pool, and they don't use like 1 inch and sell them across pools and things. So it has a bigger impact as well. So just going through all the trades. I'm pretty sure it was, I did see it at the time. I was watching the markets at the time. And you see some pretty decent sales there, like 139,000 USD. Got a couple of pull spikes there as well. What else has got going on? Just going back all the way back here, but I may have I'm not sure if I've passed it or not. So one thing, Hex has a lot of velocity, a lot of trades in it. So yeah, so here's a big one here. So this is the big one here. So it was a little while back now. It was at 11:28. So that's about 5 hours ago. 5 hours ago. So had this one just on the USD pair on pool 2, which is the biggest one, and at 862,000 US dollars, and so it was 2.2 million hex or 302 ETH there. So it was the biggest one that I've seen so far on the US. Let's have a look on the USD. Let me have a look. Oh, sorry, just jumped up there. I don't know why that filter's not working. It's just not working for some reason. Anyway, so that's the price at the moment, 39.7. So it really hasn't reacted to the testnet yet. Like I say, it does take a few hours to run through, and maybe someone will come through later on and start pushing that price up in a big way. Interesting. Alex Casey, somebody sending out rumors that testnet launch means the snapshot was done. These fools, yeah. So snapshot has not been done, folks. Testnet first. Once they're all happy with testnet, we've obviously got staking ahead, the airdrop testing, lots of stuff to go on, bug finding and all that. Then the fork will happen. So the fork's not happening yet. So just make that clear. Spread it around to people in the community, just to let them know that that's not the case. Nicholas says why Axion is far way better now. Somebody knows what happened. I bought millions of Axion today just in case. Yeah, nice move there, Nicholas. Yes, lots of stuff coming up for that. Don't forget to watch Axion Official on a Thursday. It's going to be pretty mind-blowing. There was a town hall earlier today. I actually didn't get to see that because I wasn't up early enough. But the Axion Official is going to be live YouTube, so it's going to be lots of gold nuggets in that. So do watch that at the moment. Alex Casey's snapshot for testnet is completely different, but fudders will do their thing. Absolutely, Alex. And Nicholas says, I'm impressed with Axion improvements and prices so attractive at the moment, long term. Yeah, absolutely, Nicholas. I think it's Axion certainly making their positions well known and strong with all the stuff. They've got so much good stuff coming up, so it's really good. So once again, I think that's pretty cool. Hope you guys are enjoying that. This is pretty exciting. Let's see whether we get a price pump on Hex or whether it just moves along, consolidates at the moment, and then takes a little while because we're all expecting it to, or at least everywhere I know is expecting it to keep moving up towards, to break over that 50 cents at some stage, just consolidating as it normally does for a little while. So let's have a quick look at the daily on this, on the old Hex price, 39.5 as well. Now it's going to be interesting when the fork does come out. that when there's apparently going to be a couple of days notice. So it's a bit weird. I don't know why it's got a flat pattern on this one, but there'll be a couple of days notice that there are going to be a couple of days notice before the fork, so people have some ability to accumulate tokens for the snapshot. Doesn't mean just it means Hex, but it also means every ERC20 and all this rest of it. So it's going to be pretty interesting to watch that happen. So not sure what's wrong with this chart here with the flat line there, but anyway, so pretty cool. I might have to refresh that one. That's a bit weird. So yeah, well, let's watch out, see what happens to the price. It's going to be pretty crazy. Now remember, was it Overwatch way back at the beginning of the sacrifice phase said that expected the price of Hex to move right up all through the whole process, right through to the launch of PulseChain and potentially past that. So it's going to be pretty interesting to watch that. Oh, here's a better chart. So that's got the daily chart there now, the proper data. So yeah, just seems to be consolidating here at the moment. But looks a bit similar to this pattern previously. So we'll expect to see some big run up soon, and see whether today's enough of a catalyst with the public testnet going on. Certainly, maybe towards the close of the public testnet, that might be when it decides to move and give it a bit more time. We'll watch that out for sure. But it's certainly exciting, folks. It is that next step. It bodes well for the future. And as you know, I'm super excited about PulseChain. I think it's going to be epic in so many ways. So looking forward to that. Very cool. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Feel free to subscribe, like, and share. Hit the bell, of course. And if you want to join as an Axion token member on this channel to support this channel, hit the join button. Got Axionites, Elites, Heroes, and Crackers. Awesome stuff. And once again, we always advocate a diversified portfolio. So if you want to check out Axion as part of your portfolio, check out Axion.network. As well, and of course the Axion staking platform, pretty cool. As we say, Axion is moving to Matic to have basically zero fees for staking and up to pretty awesome APY as well as Bitcoin dividends. So it's pretty cool to check that out as well. All right, take care now, and I will see you next time. Alex, once again, thanks for being such a great mod, and to everybody that's watching, do appreciate it. Subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and catch you next time. Onwards and upwards from PulseChain. It's going to be pretty epic. Cheers.